Starcasting to you from the City of Angels. Hello, everyone. I'm Karis. Thank you so much for being here and listening to the Voice of Astrology podcast. This is your astrology cosmic superpower for the week beginning Sunday, July 30th through Saturday, August 5th, 2023. Let's journey together with astrology and explore how to connect with the stars, the planets, the energies for our new week ahead. Sunday, July 30th, we have the waxing gibbous moon phase. This is the phase of the moon where we are almost at the exact culmination full moon moment coming up at 9 degrees Aquarius. So when we are in waxing gibbous and the moon is almost full, there is still more room for growth. And this Sunday, we have lots of earth happening here. So we've got the moon. She is in her detriment, her exile in the sign of Capricorn, which is the furthest away from its natural home placement. The moon is at home in Cancer. So when the moon is in Capricorn and trying to get to that full moon moment, this brings up a lot of discipline that is needed, a lot of fortitude and grit. It's the moon in Capricorn trying to get to that full moon in Aquarius. And also Mars is in its joy in the sign of Virgo. Mars in Virgo is fabulous. It loves to work. It loves to perfect and finish things and do all the little details and tweaking things that we need to do. And we're just getting something quite right. We have Jupiter in Taurus, ruled by Venus. Yes, Venus is retrograde now, but the Earth trine flows in the signs of Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This is the willingness and the discipline to stick with something even though it's not easy. Earth makes us do the work, and that moon in her detriment in Capricorn is about doing the work of building and finding your home, because it's the furthest away from its castle. So working around the house, on your home, or whatever the work may be. This is the fortitude and the discipline to hang in there when it's not so easy. And the element of earth in astrology supports this. Monday, August 31st, the moon is still in Capricorn, and the moon in Capricorn makes a conjunction to Pluto, now in Capricorn. So moon conjunct Pluto is that digging really deep, going to the depths of the past, because the moon is about the past and the family home, and going deep to the past, making that conjunction to Pluto and Capricorn, and releasing the old lies and stories, the things that perhaps you've been telling yourself for years that need to die and transform at this time. Later on in the evening, we do have the moon entering the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is the rebel, it's independence, it's freedom. It wants a new way, a different way of thinking, a new and different mindset. So as we're clearing out the past, this is the starting of the week, and hanging in there and doing the work, even if you're just clearing away clutter, that can take a lot of effort, because when we clear things away, each thing that we clear away has a memory attached to it. It's representing releasing an energy that is no longer needed. It needs to go. Remember, as we culminate towards the full moon moment, there's still more room for growth. Growing your future, not growing your past. Later on in the evening, we do have that moon entering the sign of freedom. Aquarius, it's overall a lighter energy. It's an attitude. It's a mindset, because Aquarius is fixed air, but it's a fixed air, lighter energy in the area of how you are building new friends, groups, social connections. This is Aquarius, that you are in a certain mind harmony with the new people, the new friends you want to bring into your life. It's being in a harmonious place where what are we building towards the future, with the moon entering the sign of Aquarius on Monday, July 31st. Tuesday, August 1st, we have the full moon at 9 degrees Aquarius, and the full moon for the month of August is actually a blue moon month. What that means is that in the month of August, we are having 2 full moons. The second full moon is on August 30th, and the second full moon within 1 month is referred to as a blue moon. And having 2 full moons within the same calendar month is lucky, it's auspicious, it's rare. It happens maybe every 2 or 3 years. The blue moon brings in something magical and rare, like falling in love. So the second full moon on the 30th, which will be in the sign of Pisces, this full moon on August 1st is the first of 2 full moons. And this one at 9 degrees Aquarius, it brings in the first decadent, the first division, a double whammy of Aquarius energy. And the energy of Aquarius is, one, take a look at circulation, because Aquarius is the sign that has to do with air and things moving through the body. And it's just been so hot just about everywhere. So remember to breathe, of course, and make sure that the circulation moving through your body, because when it's so hot, the blood does thicken and we can feel sluggish. Full moons hold in the atmosphere, and full moons can raise the crust of the earth up to 18 inches. Our bodies are made of so much water. So keep that double full moon Aquarius energy moving and circulating. Massage, water, yoga, the breath, of course. We're looking at an air sign as we have this full moon at 9 degrees Aquarius. The full moon in Aquarius is also where you finally say, at that full moon culmination moment, enough is enough. I've had it no more. That's what brings in the rebel component to the sign of Aquarius and the full moon in Aquarius. Also on this day, we have Mercury now in Virgo. Mercury in Virgo is superb. It's Mercury in its domicile and exaltation placement. This is just super sharp and on every little detail that needs to be attended to. Now, this Mercury in Virgo is making an opposition aspect on the same day of the full moon. Mercury opposes Saturn in Pisces. Now, Saturn says stop, and the Saturn in Pisces is the stopping of addictive behaviors that are blocking you from the exaltation of Mercury at its home placement. Meaning Mercury likes to travel and negotiate deals and send messages and communicate. Mercury at home in Virgo is very scientific. It's cool. It's dry. It says, give me the facts, not the emotion. Think Mr. Spock from Star Trek. So when this Mercury in Virgo makes that opposition to the Saturn in Pisces, the Mercury is communicating to Saturn in Pisces and saying, unreality, the dreams, the addictions that have to go at this time, because the preparation, and there's always a theme through the week that I take a look at with the energies and the planets and how we connect to them. This week, it's the separation things in terms of how you finally say no more. You rebel, you speak up and say no more to things that are Saturn and Pisces delusions and lies. Wednesday, August 2nd, we have the moon in Aquarius now making an opposition to Venus retrograde in Leo. So this Moon-Venus opposition with Aquarius and Fire Leo retrograde, this is the ending of not getting your needs met in relationship. If the relationship has grown too intellectual, too cool, too combative, this is the Moon opposition Venus retrograde in Leo, then that has to go at this time. And with the Venus retrograde in Leo, this is not going back to a past relationship that you already know it wasn't good to begin with. So being more connected to the freedom and trust and space that you need in a relationship. One of the main things I hear as a complaint in my astrology readings is when one person won't give up the control in the sense of giving their partner that they love the space to just have their space. There's togetherness, and then we need space. So the Moon in Aquarius is all about freedom, and mostly freedom to learn new things. Air signs are always curious. They want to discover and learn new things. That's what turns on an air sign. Venus in Leo is just too hot. Venus is our sister planet. She's a hot planet to begin with. And now she's right next to the Sun in Leo retrograde. So going back to a situation where the person was just so hungry for attention all of the time and needing to entertain or be entertained all of the time. This is Venus retrograde in Leo. The Moon opposition is saying, no, this isn't what I want or need in a relationship where it has to be on all the time, so to speak. That if everything isn't all the time at a very high level, there are highs, of course, exciting things, but then things have to level off a bit. Then you go high again. I'm talking energy here. And then there's a rest, leveling off period. So this Moon in Aquarius making the opposition to Venus in Leo is saying, space, chill, keep it cool. This is Aquarius. And all of the air signs, it's like, keep it easy, keep it light, keep it cool. This whole, it has to be on an exciting high level all of the time, just isn't going to fly at this time. And this is the Moon opposition Venus in Leo. Too hot. In the evening on August 2nd, we have the Moon moving into cold, wet Pisces. Now, the Moon in Pisces ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Taurus right now, increase ruled by Venus. This is so fertile. So whether you're planting the seeds for abundance, for a baby, to grow whatever it is that you want to grow, the Moon in Pisces supports this action. It's supportive of an increase in your life. It's very, very fertile. Thursday, Jupiter's Day, August 3rd, the Moon in Pisces makes an opposition to Mercury in Virgo. This is using the choice of your words very precisely. Then the Moon in Pisces makes an opposition to Mars in Virgo. Again, the Moon in Pisces is very jolly and playful. This is considered to be the clown in astrology. Jupiter is a sense of humor. It likes to play. And the Mercury and Mars in Virgo just isn't having it on this day because we're looking at oppositions. So know when to discern that something is about work and serious, and something else is about the playtime. Friday, Venus's Day, August 4th, we still have the Moon in Pisces making a conjunction to Neptune in Pisces. Now this is all the water of fertility and creativity and your dreams and your imagination connected to music and art and sound vibration. Have at it with this Moon-Neptune conjunction in Pisces on Venus's Day. Later on in the evening, the Moon enters Aries, cardinal fire Aries, where we want to get something started. We've had the full moon. We want to move forward with everything that we have learned and become aware of at the time of the full moon. And the inspiration that comes from the full moon, and then the moon in Pisces, the inspiration of these elements supports the moon in Aries wanting to trailblaze and create and initiate something new with all that's come into our consciousness and awareness at the time of and around the full moon. Saturday, August 5th, as we close out the week, we have the moon in Aries making a fire trine flow to the sun in Leo. Now, moon trine the sun is the inner and the outer, the two luminaries, the masculine and the feminine, in harmony with each other. This is just so passionate. These elements of fire involving the two lights, very romantic. Yes, even though we are in the Venus retrograde, if you hear a lot of videos about it's not a good time, it's not a good time while Venus is retrograde. That's not true. It's very romantic. It's very hot. The thing about the Venus retrograde is that to make a final decision, to get married, to get divorced, if you're starting a new relationship, just wait. You don't have to rush, although the feeling is certainly there with fire, because fire is very impatient, wants everything yesterday. But the Venus in this retrograde of Leo is have a beautiful summer romance. Just try to wait on making a life-changing final decision. So as we close out this full moon week, there are a lot of key oppositions taking place. The oppositions enhance and support what it is that you want to separate from, cut off from your life, in connection with the full moon in Aquarius at 9 degrees, a double influence of Aquarius, which is to say enough is enough, to rebel, to separate, to establish space and freedom. Along with that happening, the separations and the saying no to something, we also still have some very hot, passionate astrological energies and planetary alignments. So all of this blended together is moving or supporting you moving to what turns you on and what you're passionate about, and certain things that have to be opposition separated from at this time in your life. And it has to do, and it's connected with the full moon in Aquarius, which is I've got to have some space to learn and do new things that move us or just you as an individual into your future life. So it's a beautiful week. Lots of blending of nice elements and energies here. Make the most of it. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you all in the stars. Thank you.